Hey folks, Jeff of World Class Bullshitters here. Just wanted to let you know about Incarnate Studios. You haven't heard of them? Well, they help sponsor the show and keep us afloat. They make really great t-shirts, like Shitbusters, which is the official protest shirt of the 2016 farce. They also got Donald Trump, Blow Hard, and Hillary Clinton, Blow Hard 2, Blow Harder. Poo and politics not your thing? They got shirts from video games, TV shows, movies, horror, and the best part is, they add new shirts twice a week. So keep checking back to see what's coming next.
You know when the guy falling down at your movie theater is the highlight of your movie-going experience? Something is wrong. That's my thoughts on Suicide Squad. Have a good night, people.
Great show.
Yeah, that's what you guys wanted. You wanted a Suicide Squad review? You got it. The old white guy that fell down was way more entertaining. But anyway, this is World Class Bullshitters. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is Dan Kane.
Yes.
The Dr. Phil Seitz.
Damn it, man, I'm a doctor, not a Suicide Squad.
No, you're the entire squad. All at once.
Special guest Dion Green's here.
Baby, what's up? It's the man with the plan and the original tan, Dion Green.
And
You got whiter.
And finally, Eric Lauderback.
I'm just glad he's here.
So guys, the final superhero film of the summer just came out a few hours ago. We've watched it, we experienced it, we regret it. It's the Suicide Squad.
I thought we were the Suicide Squad.
It felt like suicide was an easier option than sitting through this movie again. But, as usual with World Class Bullshitters, we start with the news. So, who has some news?
I got a little bit of something here, as listeners you may or may not know. Telltale Games actually recently just came out with a Telltale Batman game. The originators of the point and click for The Walking Dead have struck out a Batman game, and it's actually getting some good reception. It more so strays into delves into the mind of Bruce Wayne rather than Batman, and it's for a type of character or hero that's supposed to not have that falter or that hesitation. Apparently they've really done a good job with it.
Well, that's out now, and I'm going to check it out when the entire game drops instead of getting it episode by episode.
I ain't got time for that.
Or piecemeal, as they would say.
You're going to be waiting a little while.
That's okay. I did it with Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Loved that one. Oh my god, that one was awesome.
Speaking of loving, what I didn't love was the Joker, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Who else has got news?
I'll go. Sega has announced that they are going to rival the Nintendo, or the NES Mini, with a Mini of their own, even though they've already kind of done it like twice, I think. They're doing another one. It will be called the Sega Mini Console. It will come with 2 wireless controllers, has 2 ports on the front so you can plug in your own controllers. I don't know why you'd do that. And it includes 80 games. And it also has a slot where you can plug in cartridges for games that aren't available. So they're already winning. You're not limited to 30 games.
Are you sure they're winning? Because it sounds like, just like in the past, they're riding Nintendo's wake, and it seems a little desperate.
It might be a little desperate, but it's to me, it's a better product because it's expandable. It's $65. It's only $5 more than the Mini. Or the Nintendo Mini, 80 games. There's not a lot on here. I'm kind of looking over the list. Obviously the big ones are all the Sonic games. Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3, Sonic Knuckles, Sonic Spinball, 3D Blast, Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
I've heard enough.
Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3.
Are all 3 Streets of Rages on there?
No. None of them.
Then they get no money from me.
Releases in October, and there's also a Genesis Portable coming out. It's the same thing, only you can plug in a SD card instead of actual cartridges, so games that you can download off the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, Dan, do you have news?
I have one piece of news.
What's that?
Anton Yelkin's parents are going to try and sue Fiat Chrysler for his death.
Correction, they have already filed a suit.
And I see it going just as far as Paul Walker's parents.
They actually have.
They sued.
No, the Elkins parents have a foot to stand on because those cars are in the process of being recalled. So they might actually win that suit.
Their son no longer has a foot to stand on.
All right, well,
They have a body to stand on.
we've already gone dark, so let's keep this shit show rolling.
I got one more small piece of news. Sorry.
All right.
Mark Ruffalo announced today on Twitter that he is wrapped filming his part on Thor Ragnarok.
Well, at least I have hope that good comic book movies can still exist after what I was fucking, well, not forced, but what I watched tonight. So
He watched it for the sake of you people at home.
What
yes,
do you mean by you people?
he said you people, goddammit. He means you people. So my piece of news was pretty much poignant to tonight's show. The critics hate the Suicide Squad, and guess what? So do we! So let's talk about how stupid this fucking movie was. And I'm not even fucking hamming it up. I'm so angry that I spent $17 and 2.5 hours of my life watching the worst portrayal of the Joker, a bunch of characters that did fucking nothing. I mean, the story was retarded. It was essentially the Avengers meets Ghostbusters. Batman was there for a second. Like, cool.
I think he was on screen for maybe 15 seconds.
Okay, you know what? Let's start at the beginning.
Very good place to
I'm
start.
sorry. It's the best place to start. I gotta calm down because, I haven't taken my meds today, just like Harley Quinn. So let's talk about the Suicide Squad.
Easy there, Mr. J.
Hey, it works with my name too.
I know.
So overall, what did you guys think of the movie? We'll start with you, Phil.
I'd say when I was first watching it, I'd say I enjoyed the first 45 minutes. I was gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Nah, I gotta give it. I'm gonna go lower than that. I'm gonna go 2.5 out of 10.
Jesus Christ, Dan.
It gets a 3 out of 10.
Loudy.
Pick 3, my lord. 3.
Okay, well, I will give a little more in-depth analysis to why I'm going to rate it what I rate it. So, like you said, Phil, the movie started out pretty strong, with the exception of the 45 licensed songs that play consecutively in place of a score.
Well, why the fuck was Eminem in there?
Yeah, that
That didn't even fit the movie at all.
No, House of the Rising Sun fit.
Mhm.
Seven Nation Army, that kind of felt out of place. Some of the songs did work, but when you got to the fucking Without Me by Eminem, and they're all just looking through their boxes of weaponry, it felt like something a high school kid in the year 2002 would have made.
It was like they were gonna go for a montage, and then it didn't happen.
This whole movie was essentially a montage of shit.
Just another montage.
They don't even deserve a catchy song like that.
Oh.
That was another one of my big complaints. The movie felt really rushed, like incredibly fast.
I will agree with that.
It was like we were 25 minutes in, and then we're already in the main plot of the story already.
Well, see, that's not really a problem, but what the problem is you have 8 or 9 people on the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. 8. Yeah.
Okay, so you had 8 people on the Suicide Squad, and in the first 20 minutes, all their backstories are told. Now, I loved the shit with Will Smith and Batman. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That felt like a comic book come to life. Okay, in the Avengers, I always got excited at the part where Thor and Captain America and Iron Man fought in that forest.
Yeah.
To me, that felt like a scene ripped out of fucking Strange Tales number 199 or something. That's just made up. So please, if you're a listener that's going to actually cross-reference that, I don't know what the fuck Strange Tales 199 is. If it even exists, they might have renumbered it to fucking Thor or something. I don't know. I don't care. My point is, though, that was the only part of this movie that made me feel like I was watching a real-life comic book. The rest felt like a music video or a high school student's wet dream. It was so incoherent. This whole fucking movie jumped around more than Batman v Superman, which is saying a lot because that movie didn't even have a fucking establishing shot. It was interior to interior to interior to interior. You did not know what was happening until a lady got a jar of piss and the Capitol building blew up. This movie starts out with Batman catching Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
It starts out with what's her face going into the dinner to pitch the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, Amanda Waller, who was so great.
Oh yeah.
Sarcasm. So you meet the Suicide Squad. They get together, and their main objective is to stop a supervillain
That they don't even know is happening.
Yeah, in downtown, what is it? Central City? No, that's not Central. Midway
Midway Town or something.
Yeah,
Midtown.
so basically Mortal Kombat 3 City. They gotta stop the Enchantress, and... You know what? I'm sorry, listeners. This review is so out of whack, because this movie's so out of whack. What the fuck did we just watch for 2 hours? Honestly. We saw... You know what? I'll get to the story in a goddamn minute. You know, you can go online and read the fucking story. We're just gonna tell you what sucked and what didn't suck. Mostly gonna be what sucked, and let's start with the fucking Joker. Tell me, guys, if you agree with me. Jared Leto is the worst Joker ever.
Of all time.
This guy was fucking trash.
All of the Jared Letos were terrible.
All 7,000 of them were... Look, I don't care what trailer you watched, how hard your dick got, what your fucking reward loyalty card from Hot Topic or Spencer says. Jared Leto is not the Joker. Jared Leto was some guy talking like this for 2 hours. He wasn't even in the movie for like 10 minutes. He was just terrible. Like, okay, so we first are introduced to the Joker in a nightclub, and he's a pimp.
And it's a flashback.
Yeah, and he tries to offer Harley Quinn for sex to Common, who I didn't even realize it was Common.
Common was just there.
He was rom-common in this movie.
He was very round. Rick Ross.
So, and then the Joker shoots Common for turning down to fuck Harley Quinn. You also learn that the Joker's a voyeur and wants to watch other dudes run a train on Harley Quinn. So he's a cuck. And Common's a dead bull. And I feel like the only person that really got fucked in this movie was the viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're introduced to the Joker and Harley Quinn and their strange love. Get it? Because I referenced the fucking comic book storyline. Ha ha, laugh. So you find out how fucked up they are, and the Joker does stuff to be crazy, and he's not memorable in a good way. He's garbage.
He's not. I don't know how to describe it. It's more like if Heath Ledger took a shitload of opium
and then died
and got platinum caps on all of his teeth. That's Jared, and a bunch of tattoos on his face.
Okay, I'm just gonna say aesthetically this Joker's garbage. Performance-wise, this Joker is garbage. There's nothing good about him. He dresses like
terrible cast.
Dresses like a tool bag. He's got a new outfit for every scene. When did the Joker become a diva like this? I mean, I'm not the biggest Heath Ledger Joker fan, but he essentially wore the same clothes that entire movie when he was in Joker garb. He was scary and cerebral. This Joker was stupid and silly. Oh my god, I hated what I saw.
They tried too hard. They really did.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to pick Jared Leto as the Joker. I mean, his laugh was terrible. His demeanor. I mean, this Joker seemed too dark. He was pushed too dark, too cynical.
I wouldn't even say that, because that way you're just making it sound like he did a good job and you didn't like it. I thought he literally shit the bed in this movie. He wasn't even taking it seriously. He just was mugging it up for the camera and, like smiling and doing all this weird shit. And he's like hitting on dudes and whatever. What the fuck was he? He wasn't the Joker. He was what a teenager thinks the Joker and... What do kids like? Like Justin Bieber or something? Like, they tried to make him look hard and cool. He looked like an idiot. Like, when you thought he died, I hoped he died, because I don't want to see that Joker ever again.
True.
Let's see if it's better.
You're talking about when he died. Let's talk about that landing. When Harley Quinn fell out of the helicopter and in fucking midair and lands on her feet on top of a building. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Here's the thing I said to either Dan or Phil. How come no one got hurt that was a main character in helicopter accidents? Everyone else died but a character that was named.
There was like 3 helicopter accidents in this movie.
Yeah.
And everybody that survived meant something to the story.
That's the only reason they survived.
Now that I've yelled and
That's
got that out of my system about how I hated the Joker, and
Do you feel a little better?
I feel a lot better, and I'd like to try to recap this movie briefly, so whoever listens to this can go, oh, these guys aren't making it up, because we have 4 ticket stubs and $75 that say other. So the movie starts, the Suicide Squad is all in jail, you learn how they get captured, no one gives a shit because they're not really fleshed out. Then Viola Davis's Amanda Waller gets them to go to a city where a meta-human supernatural event happens to fight this event. And they go to this place
she caused.
Yeah, that she caused because she's a bitch. And they go and they fight the worst superhero movie villain ever. Like, every person that goes online and says, oh, Marvel has weak villains. No Marvel villain has been as glaringly bad as Cara Delevingne as the Enchantress. She is terrible. They dubbed her the whole time, first off, so that didn't even match. Like, the ADR wasn't good. That's like a technical thing they perfected in the 60s. You go back and watch an old 007 movie and they do this shit better. So 52 years later, they are fucking up an art that had been perfected before the fucking digital age. But You know what? It's okay, we have to forgive them because Jared Leto looked cool. No, fuck you.
It's like the voice that she had was like somebody was speaking normally, and then the character was visually yelling.
Yep, that's
It's like it didn't make any fucking sense.
See, the problem is most. Well, I don't want to say most because there are some that are very, very fucking phenomenal. But I feel like most, especially what DC's handed us over the summer here, has just been, oh, we're DC, people are going to come see this movie, let's get complacent, let's not worry about putting out something that's going to be quality and that people are going to love. It's a superhero movie. Everyone loves superhero movies, so we've got that to rest on.
DC has put the final nail in their coffin with this film.
Well, Loudy, you talk about complacency. When you become complacent, you've had to at least have achieved something at one point, and I don't think the DCEU has achieved anything except pissing me off. This summer, you talk about what they did this summer? They gave us the biggest bitch in Lex Luthor, then you follow up with the biggest bitch in the Enchantress. I mean, they are the most useless supervillains ever. What's Lex Luthor's plot? To get Batman and Superman fight to kill each other. Well, cool, it didn't work, and you were just annoying to watch on screen. You gave a jar of piss to somebody. That is a plot point in a real fucking movie. Somebody gave you a jar of piss. Why is that real? Nobody?
I don't.
We got nothing.
There's no answer for that.
I guess it's a rhetorical question, but I want somebody to try to explain, oh, you didn't get the humor. I got that it's a fucking running gag in the movie, goddammit. It was just a stupid one. When we saw Batman v Superman, I was a lot more mellow about that movie. I said, it was just whatever, forgettable, 5 out of 10. Now that Suicide Squad happens, fuck everything DC's making, man. I don't care how many subscribers this causes us to lose from telling the truth of how we feel, but I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna fucking tiptoe on eggshells and worry about, oh, well, Jeremy John's like, fuck him, fuck you too. This was a stupid movie. It deserves a 27% score. This is a piece of shit. It felt like a music video. It felt like one long montage. It felt like it was made for people with no attention spans.
Yeah. You're
nailed it.
Words right out of my mouth. Dude.
What? Seriously, let's think. Okay, I mentioned the Enchantress a few seconds ago. Terrible fucking. Okay, so she's gonna take the people of this Midway City or whatever it's called and turn them into her zombie army, which they say, oh, they can take a headshot, but as soon as the the Suicide Squad shoots them in the head, they all die. So, they fall on their own logic. I don't know. Then. What is she trying to do? I know she's trying to, take a satellite and destroy the planet, but... Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well...
Trying to destroy the world.
Yeah, well, lady, you live on the world. Where the fuck are you gonna live? You're not, an outer space creature. I don't know if your magic has any bounds or not. Either way, when they get to that Grand Central Station ripoff, it is the worst fucking climax to a superhero movie. They straight up walk into a train station. The El Diablo dude turns into a fucking Native American Indian skeleton. So basically, this is Mortal Kombat 3.
They prefer Mayan.
Nighthawk or Nightwolf turns into a fucking animality, he turns into Scorpion's fatality, and he fights Mike Tyson's robotic cousin. And then they blow up a floor, and then they fight the Enchantress, and then Harley Quinn all of a sudden is a fucking ninja, cuts out the girl's heart, and then she dies. But oh, we get a happy ending. She's able to free herself. What the fuck? She frees herself from the Enchantress, and then the rest of the Suicide Squad goes back to jail. That was the part that really pissed me off. They should have all ran off, and they should be like, well, you know, we'll get them later. No, they all go back to fucking jail. Did that bother anybody else?
Yeah.
Everything bothered me.
And then just when you thought the Joker was dead, he shows up and he breaks Harley Quinn out of jail.
Yay.
That was cool, but I wish it would have been like, I don't know, Jack Nicholson coming back to play the Joker. I wish he would have looked at the screen and go, fooled ya! And then ended.
Or Heath Ledger. That would have been more impressive.
That would be amazing if he pulled, like, the Joker was in that thing and he pulls off the mask and it's Heath Ledger goes, "It was me, Harley! Oh, son of a bitch!"
Son of a bitch.
And then,
Pulls the mask off.
comes out and they're like, yeah, I never died. I've been waiting for almost 10 years to reprise this role. That would make this movie amazing. Like, that's some real life shit.
Gotcha, bitch!
So I've been yelling for 20 minutes. What else would you guys like to talk about? Dan, could you talk about how many songs you kept in this film?
There were about 25, and 10 of them were in the first 15 minutes.
Did any of them fit besides House of the Rising Sun?
No.
Hmm.
Nothing fit.
No.
They were just there.
I
It
don't
was like
yeah.
round hole square peg.
There was nothing good about this film. Not the music, not the costumes. The only, in my opinion, the only saving grace was, I thought Will Smith was somewhat comical. I'm not a huge fan of Will Smith, but he was actually decent in this movie.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job. Okay, I know this is going to sound weird, but Suicide Squad did one thing I was very happy with. They treated all their characters equal, meaning everyone could do the same things, but also they could get hit. So, like, Harley Quinn, wasn't invincible. She got her ass handed to her.
Quite a few times.
Like everyone else, though. Like, I was worried that they were going to make her this, like, ninja character who could avoid... Like, she got punched in the face. She got hit. She got thrown around. They had the nerve to do it. I was worried that they were going to try to be, like, all the Force Awakens on this movie and be like, oh, she's perfect. She can't even take a hit like Rey did. By the way, this movie is way better than Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah.
What?
From now on, listeners, if I review a movie that I scream about, just know that it's still better than Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Unless stated otherwise.
Oh, that'll never happen. There will never be another movie that makes me so upset.
You say that.
You sure, I was gonna say, you sure Episode 8 won't?
Oh, I don't care about Star Wars anymore. They're not going to make Back to the Future 4. Beverly Hills Cop is done. They can't rape any more franchises that I like. They fucking pinned Star Wars down, shoved it up its pooper, but it's cool because everyone liked the rape. So, whatever. I'm in all for my word.
I'm still waiting for the South Park Star Wars episode. You know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
No, because they probably liked that fucking movie.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they didn't like, the Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, but that was a cool thing to dislike, so everyone jumped on the bandwagon. I'm like that fucking ultimate, like the fringe territory that I hate this movie so much.
I don't know. South Park seems to make fun of anything. It doesn't matter if it's cool or not.
I did see them have an episode where Christopher Reeve ate babies. So,
Themselves.
yeah, so hey, I guess nothing's off limits with South Park.
Oh.
So, okay, Harley Quinn, what did you guys think of her?
Okay, so I thought from just like the trailers that it was going to be an abomination and that I was just going to cry the entire time because of how Harley Quinn is represented. Anywhere from the, from the trailer, it didn't sound like she had her Jersey accent that she's so infamous for. It didn't sound like, and they didn't, physically represent her well from what I saw. But then after sitting in the movie theater for a little bit, I'm like, okay, this could have been a lot worse as far as a Harley Quinn character goes.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's all I got for you as far as Harley Quinn goes.
Damn.
The only thing that would have made her better is if she would have gotten naked.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it now. She was so sexy in that movie.
Yeah.
I can look past a lot of shit, and I will for her. Man, when she was fucking dancing around in that strip club in the beginning,
Oh God, yeah.
I was in. Like, I don't give a shit.
I'm like, can I be Mr. J?
Well, I got it. My name starts with a J, so I'm gonna take this one, Loudy. Sorry.
Okay, fine.
No,
He's gonna take this one for the team.
Margot, she's gonna take some. No, Margot Robbie did a fine job. She looks great, so I don't care if I sound like an asshole. She's hot. I like her. That's what she was on screen to do. She did her job well. Is she as good at? Well, she's the first live-action Harley Quinn, but Arlene Sorkin is still like the best Harley Quinn, even though she just does a voice.
Yeah.
I did like that they gave a nod to her old costume.
I kind of
Yeah, I was
kinda
happy
wish
that
it
was
would've
there.
something similar though, as far as what she was wearing.
Oh, she looked like shit costume-wise. Like Margot Robbie, 10 out of 10, great-looking woman. Her Harley Quinn's costume, like 5 out of 10. She looked retarded. And her costume's not functional. Like everyone else's, like Deadshot, functional. I understand. Harley Quinn's running around like an idiot. You know you're going to a war zone. And
With a
another
fucking
thing,
baseball bat.
here's the thing, Amanda Waller. If you were making the Suicide Squad out of real supervillains, Harley Quinn would be one of the last people you put on your team. You know?
Yeah.
She doesn't really add much. She was just there for the TNA and the name appeal, because you've never heard of any of the other characters on the Suicide Squad except for Deadshot and Harley Quinn.
Well, Killer Croc.
Yeah, okay, Killer Croc from the video games and the cartoon.
But other than that, nobody. Fuck
No.
them. Fuck
I
them
mean-
all.
Shit.
Slipknot. Okay, for the audience. Obviously, there's been spoilers, so I'm gonna keep spoiling this fucking movie. Here's a tip. It's a life cheat code. Don't watch this. Okay, don't.
I even leaned over to Jeff and I said, I don't know the guy who plays him, but I was like, I hate that guy. I don't like that actor at all. 3 minutes later, he's fucking dead. I thought it was great.
Yeah, they put him on all the posters. They put him on the cardboard cutouts. He looks like he's gonna be a prominent member of the team.
He's in the movie 5 fucking minutes.
He jumps up.
He showed up just to die.
Yeah, his head blows up.
I think his only line was, huh.
Kicking wing from Joe Dirt
God damn it, kicking wing.
has left the building.
But you ain't got no cherry bombs.
That really was kicking wing too.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Loudy, what he did was a Husker don't.
I just looked up his filmography. It literally is kicking wing.
I know. Okay, let's talk about some other members of the Suicide Squad. So we said Will Smith was good. We loved Harley Quinn's looks and thought she was just okay. Who liked Killer Croc?
He was okay.
I mean, I liked him because he was a physical badass, but I feel like they really tried to make Killer Croc way too gangster.
Yeah, when they're like, we want this, an espresso machine. He goes, B-E-T. I rolled my eyes so hard I could see my own brain.
Oh
What
my!
the fuck was that about?
And what really got me was the bruh. I'm like, come on, you're Killer Croc. You don't need to bruh anybody.
No.
I didn't. I liked that he didn't have very many lines. I think he had maybe 10 lines throughout the whole movie.
You know, I'm going to talk about a guy that I'm surprised I liked. Was fucking Captain Boomerang.
Did it come back?
It did come back. I'll tell you this. Watching this movie, I want to hang out with Jai Courtney and have a couple beers with him and see if he acts like that. If not, I'll never talk to him again. But if he's anything like Captain Boomerang, Jai Courtney's an alright dude in my book.
Don't even call him by his name. Just call him Captain Boomerang.
And he had a fucking tracksuit on that said Captain on the front. And he looked like he's never taken a bath.
He was Armenian.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, okay. Goddamn Australians. Alright, who else is left on the team? We got Katana. She was there.
That's it.
She did a thing.
She's the most useless character on the team, I think. Even fucking Slipknot had more to do in dying.
He died. He showed everybody, hey, you fuck up, you die.
Pyro.
Oh, I was gonna say El Diablo for life, but we'll talk about him now since you brought him up. Best character in the whole fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
Really?
El Diablo wins.
He had a complete character arc. He had his redemption. He fucking sacrificed himself for the team. Only real character in this movie.
Yeah. He died.
Yeah. He blew up when he turned into the giant Indian skeleton guy.
Did you not see the bomb explode underneath him at the end? During the battle?
I didn't remember. It wasn't memorable enough.
It wasn't in 4K, so Phil couldn't see it.
Ah.
Who else was on the team besides Rick Flagg? Have we covered everyone else?
Ric Flair?
Woo! Woo!
Woo!
Okay, I think the most unlikable character in this movie might be Rick Flagg. Talk about a terrible character, a terrible acting job. I think it was Joel Kinnaman that played him. I don't even know why people like him. He was a terrible, terrible actor in this film. You, sir, should never be in another DC film. They should have killed you off.
You should never be in another film, period.
Hey, you know what? I'll second that.
I really feel like he was reading off cue cards the entire time. Just like, I feel like he just memorized his lines, but didn't want to put the emotion into it.
He sounds like he's on World Class Bullshitters.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the entire Suicide Squad.
What's the one guy's name that played that guard?
Oh, that was.
Oh, Ike Barinholtz? That dude was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny as shit.
Second favorite character in this film for me.
That was another reason why the first hour of this film was great.
You know, if you look him up on IMDb, his photo is a picture of him with a mullet. He looks like the kind of guy that's going to rape your family and say thank you afterwards.
Oh, he's gonna grape your family. Come on, Jeff.
Okay. Ike Barinholtz did a great job. I remember you on Mad TV, so thanks. I don't know. Sorry, this is the hardest movie ever to review because I want to tell you how bad it is, but I don't know how to tell you how bad it is. Like, for real, the Joker was the worst supervillain, like, the worst representation of an iconic character ever. You know, people don't like George Clooney Batman or Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze, but they're still better than Jared Leto Batman, or Joker.
Don't ruin Batman with Jared Leto now.
Okay, you know, Dan, I said to you this like twice. I said this to you twice in the theater, but we've all seen American Psycho, or at least know what it is, right?
Yes.
There is a scene where Christian Bale murders Jared Leto with an axe. I wish that was in real life now. Because Jared Leto, I don't care how much method acting you fucking did, how many used condoms you mailed people, and all that other shit that's rumored that you did. You know what? You fucking sucked. You did not do a good job. You know, Jack Nicholson's lazy ass was flying home to L.A. to watch the Lakers play and filmed all of his scenes in 2 weeks. But you know what? He was fun. He was memorable. He had great quotes. You know, what'd you do? You fucking breathe like this when you talked. Who gives a fuck? Nothing you did was cool. Your design was shit. That wasn't your fault. But anyway, designer of the Joker, fuck you, it sucked. He looked like, who did he look like? He looked like you looked like Tilda Swinton with green hair. Not menacing at all, okay? You looked like a bitch. A big, fat, green-haired bitch. I hate you, Joker. You took my favorite villain of any comic book, and then you just made him a piece of shit. He's not cool. He's not even menacing. What did the Joker do that was so badass in this movie? Can somebody tell me something he did cool in this movie?
He blew up a wall into a prison to break out Harley Quinn.
Ooh, I did like that his police uniform said Joker right on the front, though.
That was,
I thought that was a little too on the nose, but hey, you know what? That's just me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but man, I really miss Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, you guys know that I like him, but I'm not in love with him like most people are. So, for me to say that is really, really saying something, because I don't care either way about his performance, but now I'm just like, fuck, man.
I honestly think even if he was still alive, I still don't think they would have cast him for this.
He was supposed to have been in The Dark Knight Rises if he wasn't dead.
Right, and I get that. I'm just saying that they've kind of moved away from that, though, right?
Yeah,
So,
but I would say had he not died, they would have probably tried to milk the Nolan Batman movies for more than just 3 movies.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Dan, say something?
No, you guys pretty much covered it there.
Oh, okay, I was just wondering because I can hear your fan like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's hot.
And apparently he's rumored for Justice League.
Who, Jared Leto?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, what is he gonna do? Like, what threat is he gonna possess that makes the Justice League form?
I don't know. Maybe they're doing flashbacks or something.
More flashbacks? Seriously? This whole movie was a fucking flashback. I'm having fucking Vietnam War flashbacks from thinking about this piece of shit.
They're gonna have him and Lex Luthor just hang out and be friends and be giant bitches.
I think they're gonna butt fuck each other for 2 hours. They're gonna compare who's got the bigger vagina.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt ya. Or I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you real bad. You know, I want to throw this out there for all the fanboys on the internet that were swearing to God that he was gonna be torturing Jason Todd or doing all this cool shit. No, he was torturing poor ass Harley Quinn, and that's why she's crazy, because he zapped her brain, not because he was so sly that she fucking went crazy for him. No, he zapped her brain, and that's why she is the way she is.
Well, Jeff, in reality, he didn't torture her. He tortured us.
Fuck you, Jared. 30 Seconds to Mars. What movie is that where they're talking about 30 Seconds to Mars? They go, that's not a band. It's a band. That's not how long it takes to get to Mars or something.
Fuck you, Jared Leto!
Hell no.
Phil has died.
Am I?
Oh, you're back. Okay. What else was there to talk about? Cara Delevingne as the Enchantress. Like I said, she was
God
dubbed.
damn it. Why didn't she die faster?
She didn't die at all.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
They killed her at the end of the movie.
And then
It
they
could be
dug her out of
characters.
that pile of shit, and she survived, and her and Rick Flagg hugged.
Oh, no, they dug what's-her-face out of there, the other girl she took over.
That's the same actress.
No, it's not.
It is. It's
Yeah,
Cara
it is,
Delevingne.
dude.
Shh.
Look at those fucking eyebrows, dude, all right?
I know.
That's Weird Al Yankovic's mustache over each eye, okay? That is a fucking caterpillar. I mean, those are the biggest eyebrows working in cinema today.
They're so big, they're high-fiving.
Yeah.
She was garbage, man. God, just terrible.
Uh-oh, there's a trailer up for the new Mel Gibson movie.
Oh, God, we'll talk about that later.
Get back to the sun.
I gotta get through Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller, she was okay. What did everybody think of her?
Who's that?
The black lady, Viola Davis, the one that was...
Oh, I didn't like her at all.
Well, she did her job well, because you're supposed to hate her.
No, I didn't like the woman that played her. I didn't like the character. Fuck that cunt.
Oh, okay.
Die.
I feel like... Die. I don't really know what else there is to say about the Suicide Squad. It was
Don't
not a
watch it.
good movie. I haven't actually given my review or rating for it yet. Let's see. There are 3 DCEU films to date. None of them are what I would call good movies. I don't know if this is the worst, though.
What did you think of the Flash's special appearance?
Oh, thanks for bringing that up, because I completely tried to block it out of my fucking mind. So, the Flash, okay, we see how Captain Boomerang gets captured. He's robbing a diamond exchange, and he throws a boomerang that doesn't come back, and then the Flash appears. I don't know what
That's
to
it.
say.
He just came out of a wall. I'm like, what the fuck?
It didn't even, fit.
And he literally just goes, like, stealing diamonds?
Yeah, he just teleported there. I didn't understand that.
Well, it's through the Speed Force and all this other shit. Don't criticize the Flash, because you'll get like tens of people on our fucking comments going like, "Hey, you don't say that about the Flash. You're wrong. You're wrong, guys. You're wrong."
And don't
Well-
say anything about Cyborg either.
Oh,
no.
thank God his
Fuck Cyborg in his face hole.
his black ass didn't show up in this movie.
His robotic pussy.
He has no dick if you think about it.
He has no soul.
Oh.
You don't need one.
That was creepy. You don't need one.
So I'm gonna give Suicide Squad. Oh God, if I gave Batman v Superman a 5 out of 10, just meh, I have to give this one a 5.5 because I like this more than Batman v Superman.
But that's also not saying
But
much.
that's not saying much.
That's my best Jared Leto Joker impression.
You did a good damn job of it, Phil.
Thank you.
Okay, I gave it my rating. I didn't like it. None of us liked it. This has been 40 minutes of us just yelling like an idiot because I've been triggered by DC for the final time. You know, sure as shit that Justice League is going to be this offensive, but Wonder Woman's going to get a million positive reviews because it's the first female-led superhero movie, and they're not going to criticize it. It could literally be Gal Gadot taking a dump for 2 hours, and it's going to get a 10 out of 10.
Hey, you criticize it, you're sexist.
Hey, thank you. That's
It's
the fucking
Christopher
stuff.
Pine pooping on Wonder Woman's chest. It's the whole 2 hours.
I don't want to see his butthole. I want to see hers though. I'm just saying, man. I'm into that. Not really. I'm not into shit. That's a Dion thing. So, do you guys want to lighten up this week's episode before we read fan mail with a little bit of fun?
Sure.
Unless
If
you
it
wanna talk
doesn't
about-
involve cocaine, yes.
Okay, there's no cocaine, but we're gonna play.
Damn
a
it.
game. Dan, I told you that we're gonna play this game. Dan or Phil and Loudy, you had no clue, but you'll want to play it. It's called Explain a Film Plot Badly.
Oh,
Okay.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna read you a poorly explained film plot from Twitter, and you're gonna try to tell me the name of the film. Okay?
Woo!
All right. So first one. Women learn not to hate the players, only to hate the game.
Ghostbusters.
That's Phil's guess. Dan,
Bridesmaids.
Loudy,
A League of Their Own.
it's The Hunger Games.
A League of Their Own.
That movie had Madonna. Okay, here we go. Bullies learn not to mess with a girl on her period.
Matilda?
Ooh, that's a good
I was like 8 years old, dude.
Well, also Miss Trenchbull, but okay.
I'm gonna go with Carrie.
Okay, Dan,
That's it. It's got to be
it
Carrie.
is Carrie.
Matilda.
I'm just here for the comedy.
Here we go. This is an easy
Nope.
one. 007 infiltrates the Soviet Navy to steal a submarine.
Goldeneye. Not Goldeneye. Austin Powers.
Okay, we got Austin Powers from Phil.
I don't know.
GoldenEye.
Well, the world is not enough.
Dan,
I got nothing.
The Hunt for Red October.
GoldenEye.
Here we go. Here's a shit kicker. A boy is orphaned by a military strike and joins a religious cult to terrorize a government facility.
Harry Potter.
Can you just repeat that for me?
A boy is orphaned by a military strike and joins a religious cult to terrorize a government facility.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Facility. Okay, Napoleon Dynamite. What'd you say, Phil?
Harry Potter.
Dan?
This description. Batman.
The answer is Star Wars.
Wow.
Keep going.
Women killing their husbands for cheating or lying and getting away with it.
Steel Magnolias.
The color purple.
Oh my god!
This is Golden Girls, the movie.
The answer is Chicago.
You need to read all the answers like that.
Okay.
Jaden Smith.
Here we go. Movie star falls in love with 18-year-old because she tells him he's nobody. Sheer genius.
Titanic.
Oh man.
Twilight.
I'm sorry.
That's the best answer.
Hold on. Can you read the plot one more time?
Movie star falls in love with 18-year-old because she tells him he's nobody. Sheer
I date
genius.
the president's daughter.
The answer is Singin' in the Rain.
No, the answer's Twilight.
Okay, here's a good one. Taylor Swift multiplies and terrorizes passengers on a plane.
Oh, snakes on a plane.
You are the winner.
Yeah, that wasn't even a challenge.
Wait, I didn't get to guess.
Snakes on a plane.
10 things I hate about you.
Here we go. Guy performs quality check on babysitter.
Home Alone.
The pacifier.
I'm gonna say, fucking. Oh God, it's that Robin Williams movie.
Doubtfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire.
The answer is When a Stranger Calls. Here we go. I'm going to read this one carefully. Disgruntled fast food worker takes it out on a robot replacement.
Coming to America.
Clerks 2.
What?
Dan?
Can I hear this one more time? Because I want to see how Phil gets Coming to America.
He has to answer. That's his answer. Disgruntled fast food worker takes it out on robotic replacement.
Good burger.
The answer is Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
That's beautiful.
Oh, it's even better than mine.
Here we go. Guy spends 7 years as the third wheel.
50 First Dates?
Okay, from Phyllis, 50 First Dates, Loudy.
2.5 Men.
2.5 Men, Dan.
It's
How
a
is that
TV
a
show.
fucking movie?
Hey, you know
TV show.
his answer.
Final Destination.
The answer is the Harry Potter franchise.
Oh God.
Read the description again.
Guy spends 7 years as the third wheel.
Oh, that makes sense.
I
now.
get it now.
Fucking TV series.
A woman finds out her dad is younger than him, and he comes to visit her.
Incest porn.
Okay. Dustin's back.
Hi, Dustin. How are you doing?
I'm gonna say 17 again.
Dan.
Freaky Friday.
The answer is Interstellar.
Never saw that movie.
I've never heard of
Here we
the
go.
movie.
This is an easy one.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Doctor brings people closer than ever before.
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
The answer is the Human Centipede. There are a ton of these Indian movies.
It's so good.
Indian or indie movies?
Indian movies. Do you really know what a movie called Fan is with River? I don't know how to say that name. Okay, here we go. Aliens from Men in Black took over humanity and modified vehicles to interact with each other.
War of the Worlds.
I'm gonna say Cars.
Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader.
The answer is Cars.
Yeah.
Good job, Loudy. Loudy, you're winning so far.
Oh, we're actually playing for points?
I'm just throwing it out there. Here we go. Outcasted strongman and his adopted sociopath overthrow a candy cult.
What?
Say it again?
Outcasted strongman and his adopted sociopath overthrow a candy cult.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, he took it.
You both said it at the same time. So
I'll let him have it. You go, Loudy.
I'm gonna say Clifford.
Movies!
no, there's a movie called Clifford with Martin Short. It's the worst fucking movie ever, but it's a
Yeah,
movie.
see, Jeff knows.
Big Mama's House. 2.
The answer is Big Mama's House 3.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, damn it.
The answer is Wreck-It Ralph.
Really?
Really?
Oh wow! I never would have guessed that.
Child raised by neglectful parents in crime-ridden neighborhood exhibits sociopathic behavior.
Child's Play.
Okay, we got one more time.
Child raised by neglectful parents in crime-ridden neighborhood exhibits sociopathic behavior.
I'm gonna say Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Dan?
Batman.
The answer is Home Alone.
That was
Yeah,
my
I
second.
was thinking Home Alone, too.
Here we go. Taken, but with a bunch of fish.
Finding Nemo.
It's Finding Nemo.
Or Finding Dory.
Here we go.
No, that'd be Taken 2 with a bunch of fish.
A lady from Alabama gets a guy to pay for a wedding reception for her and her husband.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Is correct.
Phil's now in second place.
Okay.
If Alabama was not in that description, you would never have gotten that.
It's the only non-slave movie that took place in Alabama.
Jesus.
Woo!
Okay, here we go. Father brings kid to San Francisco before cruising home.
Homeward Bound.
Nope. Dan?
Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Loudy?
Oh God.
Nope.
Big Mama's house.
The answer is The Lost World Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Girl sits in trees and almost dies of dehydration while her lover pretends to try to kill her.
Tarzan.
Dan?
The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Loudy?
Sex in the City too.
The answer is The Hunger Games.
Again?
Yes.
God damn it, Hunger Games.
Fish unifies small island community through persistence and determination.
What?
You heard me. A fish unites small island community through persistence and determination.
Lord of the Flies.
Dan?
A Bug's Life.
Little Mermaid.
The answer is Jaws. Here's a good one. Group of friends forced to compete in front of a live national audience for their freedom.
Hunger Games.
Dan?
Running Man.
It's a good movie. So, Loudy?
I'm going with The Condemned.
The correct answer is Space Jam.
What?
Wow, didn't even think about that.
Well, that one's too on the nose, so I won't read it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'll just do it anyway.
Fine. Millionaire wants to be the law and goes batty.
Oh, Batman.
There you go.
What?
Hey
I
man,
would've-
no, we all get to guess.
Batman.
Robin.
Mr. Freeze.
The answer is Charles in Charge, the live-action movie.
Yes!
Okay, here we go.
In charge.
Interracial couple finds happiness after a magical procedure gives them the same skin color.
Coming to America.
Juana Man.
Juana Man. I'm gonna say, guess who's coming to dinner?
The answer is Shrek. Here's the best one that we'll all get right away, especially if you're a world-class bullshitter. A group of women ruin a classic and create a huge flop.
Oh, that's gonna be Ghostbusters.
Back to the Future.
Ghostbusters.
The answer is Ghostbusters.
Back to the Future.
Here we go. A group of friends kidnap a wealthy businessman so they can fall asleep with him.
Brewster's Millions.
Oh my god! That's so out of left field. I want to give you the point, but I can't.
I'm gonna
Spring Breakers.
Okay.
say Michael Jackson's
I know.
Neverland.
I know the answer. Is it Weekend at Bernie's?
I was literally just thinking Weekend at Bernie's.
The answer is Inception.
God damn it.
Who? Okay, by the way, back to the Suicide Squad real quick. Who went spring break when he shot the gun? Was that the Joker?
I think that was the Joker, yeah.
Okay, god damn it, Jared Leto, you did something.
No, God damn it, Heath Ledger for overdosing and dying.
All fucking 37 Jared Letos. Only one of you did something right.
Here's a good one that's really fucked up. A business executive dumps her boyfriend to commit statutory rape with a 12-year-old kid.
Black
I
Snake
know
Moan.
this one. I know this one. It's big.
Black Snake Moan.
It is big! There's just a picture of Tom Hanks smiling at me. Okay.
Loud, you jumped onto that one way too quickly.
Because it reminds me of oh god, it reminds me of the impersonation I did of fucking Christopher Walken.
Here we go, guys. Estranged father looks for kids, offers son job, disapproves of daughter's boyfriend.
Coming to America?
Mark Wahlberg's Transformers.
After Earth.
The answer is The Empire Strikes Back. Here we go. 4 boys walk miles to find a dead body. Find it, leave it, go home, the end.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh god, that's Cool Hand Luke.
Street Fighter 2.
The Goonies.
Phil, you're actually close. The answer is Stand By Me, which stars
Damn.
Corey Feldman,
Right.
who's also a Goonie.
I knew the name. I knew the movie. I couldn't remember the name.
This is obvious. Man falls in a hole and doesn't need a hand to get out.
Inside Man.
Coming to America.
127 hours.
There you go. Dan got one finally.
What was it?
127 hours.
Oh, that movie.
Here we go, guys. Man joins terrorists and kills cops after taking drugs from strangers he met on the internet.
Die Hard.
There was no public internet in 1988, Phil.
Straight out of Compton.
The Dark Knight Rises.
The answer is The Matrix.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Here's an easy one. A rich, depressed guy fights with an alien. Alien dies.
Trump 2016.
Let's see. I can't stop looking at all those dicks. The Dustin McNeese story.
A Lifetime original movie.
Predator.
The answer is...
Hold on.
Dan didn't
He's
guess.
Superman. Sorry.
50 Shades of Grey, The Children of Dion and Hillary.
Here we go, guys. Space Nazis attack a bunch of punk teenagers.
World War II.
Space Nazis.
I'm gonna say Mein Kampf.
Jesus.
Schindler's List.
The answer is The Empire Strikes Back again. Here we go. These kids go into a cave and they kill that one guy.
They go into a cave and they kill that one guy.
Yes.
Jaws.
Okay.
Michael Jackson's Backyardigans. I don't know.
Jesus. Dan?
Shaun of the Dead.
The answer is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh,
Well, with such a beautiful description, it's hard for me to get to that movie.
throw my hat down for this.
A farmer joins a dead religion, then destroys government property with a drug runner.
Men
Oh,
in
that's
Black.
Star Wars.
Dan?
Field of Dreams.
It is Star Wars, Loudy. Here we go. Stupid blonde girl helps other stupid girls get friends.
Legally Blonde.
Mean Girls.
Debbie Does Dallas.
The answer is The House Bunny.
Oh, right, that did happen.
Oh, that was a
Oh
movie.
yeah, that was terrible.
That was a thing.
Anna Faris, you suck assholes.
I hope
Hopefully.
Hey, Chris Pratt hopes so too.
Gross.
Cop abandons morals, partners with a con man and the mafia to take down the mayor.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
RoboCop.
The answer is Zootopia.
I was close.
Oh, I saw that movie.
It was close.
Homicidal professor builds weapons that boils the victims from the inside. They die slowly.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Huh? Indiana Jones.
Here's a hint. It's rated PG.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Despicable Me.
The
The
answer.
The Devil Wears Prada.
The answer is Cars 2.
God damn it.
Wow.
I said that.
Sure.
Okay.
A dizzy teenager is tasked by a foreign government to assassinate a domestic terrorist over shoes.
The Devil Wears Prada.
So I'm gonna say Kazam.
Oh my god.
Any movie that revolves around New Yorkers.
The answer is The Wizard of Oz. Man struggles to enjoy publicly sponsored package holiday due to broken brochure promises.
Groundhog Day.
Dan?
Die Hard.
Loudy?
Blues Brothers.
The answer is The Martian.
I liked that movie.
Two best friends drive Indy cars and learn to bake.
Thelma and Louise.
Talladega Nights.
Correct.
Really?
Yes.
Shake bake, baby.
Here we go. Girl takes loads of drugs and basically becomes a poltergeist.
Pulp Fiction.
What?
Girl takes drugs and becomes a poltergeist? Oh, fuck. My ex-girlfriend?
My super ex-girlfriend.
The answer is Lucy. A few more here.
I remember that movie. It happened.
A young man quits his job, steals a jacket, and hangs out with a homeless girl and her dog.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And
One Missed Call.
Loudy?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I had one. It was an 80s movie. Hangs out with homeless girl. Pretty Woman.
The answer is The Force Awakens.
That's a
Oh.
hook. No.
Okay, this one's easy. Millionaires attend surprise pool party.
Batman.
Dan, Loudy?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, alright, Dan?
The Purge.
The answer is Titanic.
That was going to be like my fifth guess.
My heart goes on.
Yeah, something has to.
Let's see here. Minorities are hated by the government and forced to live in a secluded camp.
That's
All right, what's the movie? District 9.
Okay, District 9. I heard Schindler's List from Loudy, right?
Oh, yeah, it was me.
A Bridge of Spies.
The answer is X-Men.
Oh!
Damn it! I was thinking X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Fat white man with a gambling addiction tricks poor black men into winning races for him.
Changing Places.
You in Trading Places?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Dan?
Django Unchained.
Phil?
Hateful Eight.
The answer is Cool Runnings Man.
Oh, God. Jamaica has a bobsled team?
I haven't seen that one forever.
What year is it?
Guy who used to have hair has to climb up a tower to fight Donkey Kong and save the princess.
What?
King Kong!
Dan, Loudy?
Pixels.
Bundy.
What'd you say, Loudy?
King Kong Bundy.
I
Well-
said King Kong.
I said King Kong Bundy, so fuck you.
Well, the answer is Die Hard.
Well, that's a what? Who is
God.
King Kong in that scenario?
Alan Rickman.
They're both dead.
Oh Jesus!
That's my favorite one so far.
Rich guy goes around beating up the mentally ill.
Batman.
Batman.
Man.
The Dark Knight.
Batman.
Close enough.
Man develops chest troubles, quickly spreads among friends and colleagues.
Iron Man.
Warm Bodies.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, is it Friday the 13th? You know, the one where he's...
The answer is no, and you're thinking of part 8 or 9. 9.
Yeah, where they're vomiting the guts into each other's mouths.
Yeah,
That's always fun.
let's not do that at SummerSlam.
What's the answer?
The answer is Alien. Uncultivated desert kids meddle in international politics.
Mad Max.
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just all of them together.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. This is a hard one. Okay, James Franco, we get it. You're gay. Enough with the gay jokes.
Pineapple Express.
Neighbors.
No.
He's not even in that.
This is Dave Franco.
The Christmas one. What was it?
Oh, The Night Before?
Yeah, that.
The answer is
This is the end.
The Interview.
God damn it.
Good luck with this one. Old man subcontracts important jobs to a bunch of simpletons.
That's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's your guess.
Yeah.
Up.
Say it again?
Ooh. An old man. Old man subcontracts important job to a bunch of simpletons.
Gran Torino?
The answer is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's pretty obvious.
Not for us.
You want me to read it then?
Yeah.
Robot operators unaware that biological weapons are more effective and could shorten the war.
Terminator 3.
Edge of Darkness.
Fuck.
That is not a movie.
See, nothing's too obvious. And yes, fuck is actually a movie. There's a documentary on it.
Watch
The word, not the action.
Loud at you an answer, sir.
I was just saying, Dan, if there's a documentary on the action, you're looking at all of internet porn.
Read it one more time, Jeff.
Robot operators unaware that biological weapons are more effective and could shorten the war.
I'm gonna say Transformers.
Oh wow, I guess it wasn't that obvious. It was Pacific Rim.
Oh.
Oh,
See, I told you it wouldn't be that obvious for us.
I forgot Dion's not here.
Pacific.
Baby.
Yes, he is. He's right. I heard him just now.
This makes no sense, but father doesn't want daughter to date the black guy because he's different.
Black Snake Moan.
If you get this, I'll be genuinely surprised.
Transformers.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
There's no getting that one.
A short man comes from a long line of steelworkers with no 401k plans, works hard on his craft.
Rudy.
Yes!
Oh!
Wow.
I was close. I was gonna say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
A drug-crazed lunatic slowly kills children in front of their parents one by one.
Oh, that's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes,
Nightmare
it
on
is. Let's see.
I'll wait for the one that Phil keeps saying to come through. Coming to America.
I'm looking for... Like The Last Boy Scout, but Damon Wayans instead of Samuel L. Jackson.
White chicks.
What? Scream?
Major Pain.
The answer is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Okay, here's a mean one. The lesser-known Sheen teaches preteens that you're not trying if you're not cheating.
Oh, that's Mighty Ducks.
Yes, it is.
Or the life story of Eddie Guerrero, depending on how you want to look at it.
But
Alcoholic man learns how to control his temper. Oh wait, this actually happens.
Bad Santa. That's actually what
American Psycho.
American Dad.
The answer is Hancock.
happened.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, it does happen, I guess.
It does.
Carpenter oppressed by government.
Jesus of
Right.
Nazareth. Or Passion of the Christ, whichever one you want to go with.
Okay, that's it. You win.
Time out. I said Passion of the Christ first.
I didn't hear you, I swear.
I didn't hear him either.
I heard him say something.
I just heard Jesus movie.
Here's one you guys will never get. It's complicated.
Suicide Squad.
It's complicated?
Yeah.
No, there's a movie called It's Complicated.
No, that's not the right answer.
Batman versus Superman.
That's... Do you want the answer?
Well, yeah.
Les Miserables. Here we go, guys. The movie that answered questions we didn't ask and made us questions... Sorry, let me say this again. The movie that answered questions we didn't ask and made us ask questions we never got answered.
Star Wars Episode 7.
I was about to say that.
Loudy.
Spaceballs, Episode 2, Search for Money.
Dad?
Star Wars Episode 6.
The answer is Big Trouble in Little China.
What we got in that?
This is my favorite explanation. Where the Earth is saved from aliens by Clark Griswold's cousin-in-law.
Independence Day!
Yes!
Jeff, when you compose yourself, I would love to hear this description one more again.
One more again.
One more again?
One more again?
The Earth is saved from aliens by Clark Griswold's cousin-in-law.
Thank God for Clark Griswold.
His cousin-in-law. Oh, man.
It's beautiful.
So, that's that. If you'd like to get in on how to explain a film plot badly, write us one in the comments below or email us one, and we will try to decipher the film that you're telling us about.
Or
It would be-
Twitter.
It would be best to email it, that way we can't all look at the answers.
That's true. You send me the question and the answer, and I will ask the guys and see if they're slick enough to figure it out. So it's time for some fan mail. Is everyone excited for some fan mail?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Anything's better than Suicide Squad.
I almost puked today, and it was better than Suicide Squad.
Vomit.
Okay, well, first off, shout out to our listener of the week. I believe it is the Caped Crusader.
Fuck yeah, Batman.
So
Cool, you're
thank you,
awesome.
Caped Crusader, you're very kind. We're also gonna give an extra shout out to Wendy Hull. You are awesome as well. So if you listen to the show and you comment on our videos more than once, you will probably become the listener of the week. So we have a foreign listener who will be next week's listener of the week. So, and you're a lady, so if you listen to this show and you put 2 and 2 together, expect to hear your name said next week. Okay, so last week our video was on a big MCU mistake, terrible film franchises, and underrated movies. Some of the great comments from our listeners. Wow, there aren't that great comments. I'm just joking. This comes from Ronaldo Hernandez. The Killing Joke was total garbage. Batgirl, pathetic. Desperate fangirl. Terrible animation. I agree with that one for sure. The only good thing about it was that it kicked Holtzman Tries Hard, Ghostbusters 2016's ass. I should make shit that just says Holtzman Tries Hard. Let's see. Oh, that's just somebody telling us that they appreciate our work, so...
Thank you.
He wanted to say... Oh, he goes on to say that for an underrated movie, he considers Carlito's Way underrated. And he says Pixels is underrated, so I don't know what to say. People seem to like the douche canoe story, and they want to know where you get the name. Well, Mr. Sigzex, the way you get a name like douche canoe is you hang out with Dan and I for many years, do terrible, annoying things, and...
I call you a douche canoe for it.
Yeah.
That's how you get a name. It pretty much comes from my inner psyche, which no one else should ever see.
It's kind of outer psycho.
And no.
Alright, this comes from Raichi Sensei. I'm placing bets after Infinity War the PC Marvel Comics BS will happen. Riri will replace Iron Man, Jane Foster as Thor, and Falcon as Cap. And then Buddy6584 says, don't forget that Asian kid replacing Bruce Banner. So...
The Herc?
Dare Herc.
The Incredible Herc.
Herc smash!
Smash! That's how you make copyright-free shirts. Herc smash!
Herc smush.
Rah! Alright, this comes from Queen Sheena 1. As a Jamaican, my underrated movie choice will be Third World Cop. And then Zenith 683, who's a longtime listener, says, as a fellow Jamaican, I've never felt compelled to watch that movie. I do remember being all mine back in high school. Really should get around to watching it at some point before I die. That is the best interaction I've ever read online. As a fellow Jamaican. Oggs for President, you always comment on great shit. Love to see you on the channel. Keep it up, man. Let's see. Jason Christopher Davis, how you doing? He says IGN lost all credibility when they gave Alien Isolation a 5.9. It seems like last week's World Class Bullshitters has a lot of comments, but nothing super funny. So, should I read a few on the Star Wars rant from this week or the Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
We'll keep it topical. So, when I reviewed the Suicide Squad ratings, it was sitting at a 32%. Now it's at a 27%. I still think that's too generous.
Yeah.
Okay. Jared Leto is the dumbest Joker ever, according to Matt Allen. He goes on to say that last time I checked, Joker wasn't a crackhead cosplaying as a clown. Haman Samuel says Leto is overacting and over-accentuating. Anna B., one of the few female listeners of the show that haven't unsubscribed, appreciates this for the perspective. And she said she's seeing Suicide Squad this weekend, and she's happy to see Killer Croc. Well, Anna B., I hope your heart is not broken how shitty Killer Croc is, and I would like you to tell us what you thought of Suicide Squad on this week's video.
And we apologize in advance for Suicide Squad.
Todd Howard, also known as Straight White Christian Male, you're probably going to kill me, but I think The Dark Knight is overrated. Well, and actually he goes on to say, it's pretentious, and it's only popular because that gay cowboy butt fucker he put Well, Todd Howard, I do think it's overrated, so you're not going to get killed. You're actually going to get an Air 5 from me, because I agree with that sentiment.
I disagree with you, but your comment was funny, so good job.
I don't know if the gay cowboy butt fucker is accurate or just a role he played, but I can... Dan, fact check that for me. Was Heath Ledger in fact a gay cowboy butt fucker?
Yes, he was!
Alright, cool. Take your word for it, Phil.
Well, I guess Phil knows from experience, so it's good.
This comes from I Hate YouTube. You know, at the end of the day, after all is said and done, when people lay their heads down at night, all other things between people aside, when you get right down to the core of what makes us human, comic book movies are stupid. And then Chef Burns responds with, at the end of the day, when all is said, after everything is done, when you get down to it, when you get to the core of things, when you see the man for who he truly is, when you fart in a bag and sniff it, I can't tell if your comment is serious or you're retarded and trying to sound smart. I hope it's not the second one. I think YouTube was being sarcastic and actually was really funny, and Chef Burns did not get the humor. So,
farting in a bag and sniffing it.
Either way, both you guys are fucking hilarious. Thank you. Reality's Frank, last week's listener of the week, said, I knew when the Joker's picture was released early that this movie was going to have trouble. I swear, it's like DC WB can't even buy a good movie anymore. Or Sony Pictures. Yet they never seem to learn from their mistakes. How hard is it to walk into the writer's room, dump a pile of old comics in front of them, and say, do something with these? Even Marvel is guilty of it at times, making Civil War 2, or Civil War all about Bucky and not about the school full of kids. Why? That's why Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes was more popular than the follow-up cartoon modeled after the Avengers movies. The fans want the classic costumes, the stories represented, and not more of the same popular thing. DC needs to get their shit together, PDQ, or they're going to lose fans out of sheer disgust. That's the comment of the fucking week right there. Reality's Frank, thank you. That was awesome. On Vogue, I can't even pronounce your name. You're a picture of a person dressed as a cat with a cat on your back, and your comment is your turn, whatever. You just say, aside from the shitty joke at the end, I liked the Wonder Woman trailer. Well, at least you acknowledge the joke at the end was shitty. Thank you. Queen Sheena says, critics have to do their job, and that's it. Good or bad, DC has to work on their movies getting more mainstream appeal. Really hope Wonder Woman is good, and it's sad that it won't have equal criticism chance when Elektra did that movie. Sucked big time. Veggie Dip. That's a great name. I knew it was going to be horrible. I can't even look at this fake Joker. It makes me cringe.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
DSP, who likes Star Wars a lot, says Suicide Squad is appropriately named. This was suicide. By the way, I love your Star Wars rants. Keep making as many as you want. Well, DSP, I'll make some more Star Wars rants if the truth about the Star Wars TV show is true. Sounds like a terrible fucking idea.
Star Wars TV show? Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
I heard about it on the fucking radio today. That's how far it's traveled.
What a bunch
So,
of assholes.
you know what? I don't think it... You know what? Star Wars is just going to lose all of its fucking...
It already has.
That's true. If you like Episode 7, I don't apologize. I hate it. Just stop. Stop.
I'm not excited for Rogue One at all.
No, they screwed the pooch. So, I'm checking our email for the show over at mail.com. What do we got? We got... Oh, shit, guys! We were mentioned in a conversation on Twitter today.
Woo!
Woo.
Oh, they just liked the video.
Woo!
Here we go. We got an email from goop.com. You, me, and IUD, which means urinary, whatever. I can't even pronounce that shit.
Birth control!
Yeah, there we go. And the best condom. Fuck you, Gwyneth Paltrow. I should save these emails for when Dion's around. Ooh, a Goop getaway.
I don't need condoms, I'm shooting blanks.
Oh, Phil, I'm sorry. So, that's it for this week's show. I hated Suicide Squad. Bye. No, we tried. I had planned to do a lot longer of an episode for a review, but a couple of the other guys couldn't make it, so we got the four members that are here tonight. We didn't like Suicide Squad. We were all disappointed. We went in with an open mind, and our hearts were broken. It
Throw my
is...
head on the ground.
Yeah, actually, Loudy, tell that story before we end it.
All right, so here's my little gripe about Suicide Squad, and probably could have mentioned it earlier, but we just got carried away and had fun because we needed to go away before I threw my hat on the ground again. So here's my thing. Yeah, we get it. They're bad guys. You don't have to tell us they're bad guys. You don't need Harley Quinn saying multiple times, "We're bad guys. We're bad guys." For all you wrestling fans out there, think of it. Think of this movie as, or if you want to think of how it should have been, think of Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is probably a really good heel. Not probably. Kevin Owens is a really good heel. He does things that he thinks are right, and if someone gets in his way, they're automatically wrong. This movie did way too much to make you try to want to like this group of characters. We get it. We came here because we wanted to see these guys already. You don't have to force us to like them. We obviously already do. You're trying way too fucking hard here.
I agree, and I just thought it was hilarious when you ripped your hat off and threw it on the fucking ground. You're like, God damn it!
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking do it again too. It's just, nah. So,
Before we go, I just want to say I was surprised how not full our theater was.
oh my god.
The movie theater in general was dead.
You know,
Even for the 10 o'clock
it's
show.
tracking to make $140 million, but I guess, you know,
I don't see
not
that
around
happen.
here.
I don't see that happening at all. I'll be surprised if it breaks 100.
For opening or overall?
Not
I'd
in
say
my
first.
city.
I'd say first 2 weekends.
Okay, I'd say it makes 110 this weekend, but
I think the reviews are gonna drag it down.
this just was not a good movie. I wanted it to be good because I like comic books. If you look through my comic book collection, it's equally represented as Marvel and DC. Yeah, there's a huge Spider-Man collection, but I have okay, I'm gonna open up this box and we'll pull out a book randomly. If it's a Marvel book, I'll tell you if it's a DC book. That's a Marvel book. Okay, I'm gonna find the DC book. Here we go. Batman Beyond. Blackest Night, #1 is sitting right here. Civil War, what else we got down here? DC Rebirth, Superman, Flashpoint. I like both companies, okay? I like a lot of characters. I don't like bad movies that are this kind of bad. I enjoy Samurai Cop, I enjoy The Room, I enjoy Silent Night, Deadly Night too, because they're so bad they're good. This movie's so bad, it's just not good. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, you put so much hype behind a movie. I mean, you got people talking about it from the day it starts filming. You cast what you think are great people, and you shit the bed completely. The DCU is dead. You cannot bring this. I don't care if you dig it back up and put it in the fountain of youth. It's fucking dead. It's not coming back.
Oh,
I don't see any kind of recovery whatsoever.
here's the thing. I told you. I keep telling you, man. If Justice League was next, it would get shit on. But Wonder Woman's next, and that's gonna buffer.
I don't see a comeback whatsoever.
It's not about real quality. It's about the critics and the public not wanting to be perceived as sexist. So they're gonna say the movie's good. It could be dumb. It could be nothing. It could be, you know, a fucking establishing shot for 2 hours to a laugh track for Mr. Belvedere. People are gonna give that movie huge ratings because it's a triumph for women. If anything, it's kind of offensive for women that you gotta rate them on such a curve, and then when they produce shit, you say it's good, and when they produce good stuff, people just don't talk about it. You know.
I mean, this was their last opportunity. You know, my eyes. Not only did they screw the pooch, but they are continually screwing the pooch.
Yeah.
I put it like this: I don't trust them anymore. I do not have any brand confidence in Warner Brothers DC films. We're talking DCEU. We're not going back to the Nolan ones. I'm so tired of people pulling those out of their asses. Guess what? That's over with. That, you know, you can only pick one or the other. They don't blend together. That's like me saying, oh, I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and the Avengers. Like, they're two different things. You can't use them to prop each other up. They don't exist together like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the brand is tarnished for me. Can it be healed? I don't know. I'm not looking forward to the Justice League. I don't like the casting choices. I don't like the humor that, you know, that trailer has. I like Ben Affleck. He's awesome. I was so happy to see Batman in this fucking movie.
For all of 30 seconds.
Doesn't matter. I was happy to see him, man. A highlight's a highlight.
Even if it is at the beginning of the film.
Yeah. Like I said, in closing, I'm going to say this. Suicide Squad sucked. 5.5 out of 10 for me. I'd like to give it lower, but the thing is, I have to stick with. If I give it a lower score, that means I like Batman v Superman more, and I don't. I like this more than Batman v Superman. The cast was okay. Captain Rick Flagg was terrible. I hated him.
Jared Leto was garbage.
Viola Davis was a good actor, but I don't like her character. Harley Quinn was so fine that I'm willing to overlook shit. She doesn't do a good job acting. She's kind of hokey, and when they're in that bar, her lines of dialogue were just like, whatever.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
That's what we got to say about Suicide Squad. If you liked it, I'm sure you'll tell us how much of a fucking group of assholes we are, because we hear that shit every day. You know, you can have a differing opinion. It doesn't make us any better than you, or make you any better than us. It's just, you know, at the end of the day, different strokes for different folks. And if Dion was here, he'd stroke you all because, you know, hand jobs for our listeners. But before we go, one final thing. we owe you guys 2 drunk commentaries. So one's going to be I Know What You Did Last Summer, thanks to one of our fans that recommended it. And then the other one's going to be another fan choice. So if you're a listener of the show, comment downstairs in those comments after you give us a thumbs up and share this video, and tell us what you'd like us to drunk review. The last time we did one, we went for 7 hours. I had to cut most of it out because I got wasted and I said some shit even I don't want to put on the internet.
I'd like to hear that.
Oh, I can give you the raw file if you want.
Cool.
It's mostly rim job discussions.
Oh,
All that.
gross.